Tall Toad Tales by Janice Lee Brannon. Timothy, a Traveling Toad. General Totus T. Too Fat and Willoughby Wart, two great-grandfathers writ on the ancestor chart, gave young Timothy, son of esteemed Totus T., a great thirst for adventure, and urge to roam free. With a suitcase packed full and in traveling mode, Tim would have to make plans ere he hopped down the road. If he headed up north on that line longitude, would there be any place he could find some toad food? There were so many places a young toad could roam until tropical Asia might call him back home. On the map there's this place called U.S. of A., filled with plenty of prospects for a great holiday. Tim was told that the natives eat French fries and shakes, also apple pies, hamburgers, salads, and steaks. It was too far to hop, so a plane trip was planned, and the view from so high showed a prospering land. Tim met such friendly people. They said, "Come on in." When he visited farmers, they said, "Come back again." It was time to move on, so young Tim hit the road on a sharp-looking bicycle sized for a toad. He was heading southwest where the tumbleweeds grow when he hailed two old cowboys with "Whoopee-tie-yo!" But the one dude looked tough, and his glance made it plain he would not let a greenhorn invade his terrain. So Tim hustled on past, and he spied as he rode an authentic American Indian toad. When he got to the border of Old Mexico, he had gone as far south as he wanted to go. Could the sweet serenade of some Spanish guitars have begat all that glitter of Hollywood stars? California or bust, cried the miners of old, and the people still come, but no longer for gold. One day Tim met a man, and right out of the blue his new friend asked him over for steak barbecue. Well, there's no doubt about it. What Tim liked the best is how friendly are people who live in the West. As the evening rolled on, it would soon become clear this man worked for the railroad as first engineer. When Tim's obvious interest was marked by his host, he arranged a long journey for Tim coast to coast. Observation told Tim as they clicked down the track that most men reading newspapers start toward the back, so it seemed that the sports scene might help our toad find how he might comprehend the American mind. It would seem with the opening of baseball in spring that the year could begin to get into full swing. Then each sport has its season, no time for humdrum, and the basketball fans are as keen as they come. In a sport that's called football, each team's final goal is to play in a game held in some kind of bowl. At the end of the year, games in great multitude in some bowls of roses and sugar are viewed. So our toad friend had found as New York came in sight how a trip on a train can instruct and delight. As he entered the office of Tours Just For You, his young heart flipped a flop when he saw Tessie Lou. Tim had thought to arrange for a tour of the town till the face of true love turned his world upside down. As he muttered and mumbled and asked her for tea, he desperately hoped that her schedule was free. In that first glow of love, Tim had not been misled, and before very long the two young toads were wed. Tessie's talents extended beyond office skills. She was quick at the housework and paying the bills. Busy times picked up speed as wee baby Toadine and a nanny toad nurse soon arrived on the scene. There was always the cooking and laundry to do, so the days ran to weeks, then to months as time flew. Then one day a great longing came into Tim's life for his family in Asia to meet his sweet wife. And so Tours Just For You was enjoined to devise an Asian Grand Tour anniversary surprise. When his homeland drew near, how Tim's heart sang with pride as he saw "Welcome home, Tim, to you and your bride." That whole night they told toad tales, croaked folk songs, and dined as the eastern and western toad worlds intertwined.